Right, welcome to episode 3 of this Let's Play series of Gladius Relics of War. We're playing as the Adeptus Mechanicus, which is the new DLC, which has just been released, and it's a fantastic DLC if you are experienced with the game. I think if you're a new player, it would be a difficult run for you. So it could be frustrating for a babe in the woods as such if you haven't really played this game much before. But if you enjoy the game and you've played the game before, and you've got some sort of veterancy with the game, I think you're going to really, really like the nuances that this actually does bring. It's a difficult faction to play, but it starts to sort of ramp up. Now, we've just got our first robot. This is our city back into here. We've got a group of Space Marines below us, so that will be what's in the corner. I would love to wipe them out, but we're going to need to be a lot stronger than this to be able to do that effectively. So we need to keep on building up with cities. We may need to even get a third city before we go on the attack. But definitely want to get a city get more infantry. Now, we haven't lost any units yet. We've been very, very cautious, which you have to with this particular game. Here's our robots. This is going to be the start of the big things. This is a Castellan robot, which is the same as the robots that you've used to find in the wild. We now have access to them, being the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, so we're going to now order it at the different units. This one here, I'm just going to keep on firing away here. And this one's got nothing else to really aim at. This one as well, like I just want to, like this is all, we've got forest and wireweed. Now we've got forest in through there. If I go that way, that's going to be okay. Let's just move across. Okay, nothing much down that way. I'll just move this one down as well. Actually, I might move, yeah, I'll move that one around and through. This is interesting in through here. We've got wireweed stopping any incursions this way. So when the attacks come, we've got a really nice little solid area for having some of these guys actually sitting back to pepper any forces that come through this gap. So just thinking ahead a little bit strategically, this is actually a really nice little location in amongst the ruins, out through this Grox pasture outpost, and then with more ruins back up this way. So clearing this out is going to be beneficial. It won't really matter that much, but I will just clear everything out from here now. So choosing research. We've just got the Hab Fane. Now, is there anything back here that we want? The Marshal would be great. We're going to be getting these sort of units fairly soon, actually, so I could go that way. Other things that we might want to be getting is the Dominus. I think we might go that way. That's our best hero. So we might have a look at getting him in as well fairly soon. Let's go and queue the order up. Actually, the Mayfa forming, I'll go that way. I do want that. I need to get... one of the nuances with this particular version of the game is that you can build tall on the tiles, but if you don't specialize the tiles, you then suffer other negatives. So it's really quite interesting. Like we can build 4 areas back. If I go and click on the city itself, we can build 4 in here if we wanted to. We're building at the moment a proto-servitor cradle, and you'll see there the traits are, it's a monolithic building. So if it goes with the same type of building, it's no problem at all. But if I mix that up with any other type of building, it's going to ultimately then start to fail. Now, we are going to need to get an ore mine, and at the moment, that's why I need to go with the extra level around the actual city itself, so I can get more specialization, because I've only got 1 building in each of the actual hexes. It really is, quite... it's slow going. It's very slow going to specialise the city properly. But if we don't do that, we then end up with we end up with getting less than what we could actually get. And ultimately, if I can just get the same type of building in each of these tiles, by the time we get to the late game, we're going to be getting a lot of resources and a lot of income coming through. It's going to specialise the city. So more than any other faction, the Adeptus Mechanicus have to specialise. There's no other faction close to it. So there's a lot of little nuances with the game, and particularly in the early phase, our actual units are really quite weak. Let's just exit the city. We've still got that one asleep, which is fine. I want to save all of this up so I can get the next city. So we'll end our turn. And we're just going to, we need to get more and more production. I need food. In the next city has to be a food city. So we're going to need to go to a food location. And we've got another couple of turns before we actually get the Cybernetica Data Smith, which is the unit that we then use to go and build the next city. And I'm sort of looking at areas like in through here, out through here, for example, like just to see what we actually have. Keep on going that way. These guys are still healing up. Might as well swing that one around, I guess. Just have a quick look in there. Just make sure there's nothing in there. No, nothing that way. So we'll bring that one through as well. End our turn again. And it really, at this early part of the game, it's very, very slow going. So I hope you haven't been too bored with the lack of action. But if I don't do it, I am going to get absolutely walked on. So we have to be very, very circumspect. But now that we actually have this Castellan robot, that will actually sort of help us enormously. And it does chew up a lot of the energy. Almost got that. This one's now ready to go. Let's just go and move this one up and kill this one off. Now, anything within 3, I should have moved that one up so it gets the experience. So I could have micromanaged that one slightly. Well, we're probably going to be wandering off and just taking more areas. So let's just move these out of the way and sort of move away from where the Space Marines are. And then we'll move on up. Okay, so here we have the Cybernetica Data Smith, which is the unit. It's a very interesting unit. It's a good support unit. It does does healing. It can reprogram Castellan robots. I will be wanting some of these in with the forces that we actually have. Now, what I need to do though is I need to go and build myself a new city. This is going to cost me 40 influence, which I've got heaps of influence, and 40 ore, and I've got 56. So I pretty much want to make sure that I keep like 40 for this next particular area. Now, if I go and click on this, it's not showing me anything just yet. I need to sort of get a bit closer. Let's just right click and just get rid of that one for 1 second. Control Z will then bring up this. What I'm looking for is positives for food and anything else. Like, for example, energy would be great, ore would be great, research would be great, but food more than anything. Now, I've got food over here at 50%. Whoa. Okay, if we got rid of that, it's a little distance away. It's a bit of a distance. So I could go back and get another ore building back in through here somewhere at plus 40% in around this location. But it's food that I want more than anything. And so if I settled in around here, next to this pasture, I've got plus 20% back that way. I don't have much I can do from there. If I did settle, if I settled in there, I'd get the food straight away. That's probably the location for us, actually. We've got a lot of good stuff in here. Then we've got a bit of a desert back in through this, oh, an Arctic actually, back in through this side, which is good for research, but not good for food. Back out this way, what have we got? Poor food through there. We've got reasonable food back out this way again. We've got positive food out this way, which I'd be able to protect this quite nicely. I think I have to be 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm building into a place like this, for example, I've got energy. I've got 1 energy there. I've got research around me. I've got energy. Actually, I've got energy out through this side. I've got food there, 30%, 20%. I don't need a hell of a lot. That would be an area that I could then protect very, very closely. I don't have any food down this way, but food is going to be the area that we're going to be needing to get. And ore as well. I've got a little bit of ore there. I've got 30%. If I built there, I've then got ore. I've got more ore back over here. Ore back out through this side. Around this one, I've got 40% ore, which I can still take very, very soon. So I've probably got enough with ore, even though ore is, probably one of the things we are going to be wanting to get. But I'm thinking if I go out to this location, that gives me the 30% right next to it for the food. So we can sort of build our food manufacturing in through there, more food manufacturing over here or here. Gives me options from here. Gives me, reasonable options back in around here as well. Okay, and we've got 40% ultimately for our research if we wanted to get even more specialist with specialization with research back out that way. Yep, okay, this is looking good. Actually, this is looking very good. And we can then build our the actual infantry from here straight away. Well, actually, we'll probably get the food, then the infantry, although we do have a fair bit of food stored up. Okay, let's go that way. So we'll just go Control Z and move this guy down. So he'll move slowly across that way. ordering the cities back in through here. Now we do actually have, we're still building this building in here. We do actually have this guy in here. Doesn't cost me anything that I need other than food and energy, which is fine. So let's go and build ourselves one of these tech priest manipulapuses. however you pronounce that. I know I butcher a lot of these things. We'll keep that one off for now because we need to store up the ore. And we'll get our second city fairly quickly. Now that's going to then dramatically impact the loyalty of both buildings, both cities. So we need to get on top of that fairly early as well. And we will need to go and get ourselves extra locations in through there. I like the idea of taking this now, so we might start to move up. This one is ready. Just double check. Actually 17.6, yeah, that's the maximum. Let's just move this one up. Keep these all together. Oh, okay, we've got one of these. The Katakchan Devils. They're not going to be able to really contend with what we have here. I don't think they've got anything. They've got like a poison ability. They've got the Hammer of Wrath, which won't really worry us too much. Yeah, just a ranged weapon. Monstrous creature. Moves through cover. Relentless. So negates the penalty for heavy and ordnance weapons. Stealth. Okay. Smash. Yep, that's going to be okay. Infiltrate. Actually, that's the one thing I was looking for. And it does have infiltrate, which we don't want to have. So we'll order the units. We've still got this unit here. So again, we're wanting to move across to... We're going to be wanting to wipe this out as well fairly early. Let's just move down into that location. And now skip that unit. Actually, I might as well do some damage here. So you can see there, this is the... we saw this in episode 0, I think. Just the actual combat abilities of this unit is actually very good against buildings, even though it's only a single unit. So it's a support unit. It does pack a little bit of a punch. Now, back in through here, we now have another slot. We've still got 4 turns before we get this one here. Now, if I go and build anything else, I need to keep the 40 that this one requires to build the city, so the 40 ore, which means that if I spend anything more than 23, it's going to be expensive. I'm not going to be able to do anything else. So that's 30. We've got a 30 in through there. I'm getting +7, so maybe next turn I would have it, but it's a bit risky. It's a bit risky to do that. And actually that's upkeep, so we wouldn't be able to do that one either. But I do want to get more energy fairly soon. But let's just go and skip the city for this turn and end turn there. I've just got to make sure that I always have enough resources to do what I need to be doing. And then we'll get another specialised city fairly soon. And then that will help. That will help enormously with just rounding out what we can then do. Now, Dasburg is at maximum. We do need to go and get that other building actually to keep pushing the population up. That's okay. That's okay. Now this one is going to do 3.7 if I move to there. If I press Control and have a look at this, and then just actually if I press Control, or is it Shift Control? If I Control click, I do 4.3. So I do a little bit more damage that way because I have the 2 different attacks. So let's go and do that. You can see this has taken some damage from the radiation as well before we've even done anything. And we can almost kill this thing off. It's a shame we don't have... Oh yeah, I've got this one here, which will be able to then come back up and do the... like finalise the attack. Here we go, we kill that one off. So all of these guys will get experience points, which is going to be good. Yeah, I don't think I could have moved that one up. Yes, I could have actually. I could have. I want to get the level ups as much as we possibly can. So we do a little bit of damage there. It can't. We saw there it can't really do a hell of a lot against us. They're unfortunately going to be able to come back down as well. Okay, so back in here, what I want to do is I do want to go and actually suggesting I go there. I'm more happy here and then get rid of this. So let's go and do that. Actually, I need to left click to set this one up. And from here, we now have loyalty is still +5, which is actually okay. So we don't have to rush. Oh, we can't do anything there. We want to go and build into here and get more food. So we now start to see things will start to even out a little bit back in through here. We've now got 30 ore. And because the city is now producing as well, so we're getting the production from the city itself, and this is actually fairly good for us to be able to protect these two cities ultimately. So order the cities back in through here, and this is a consideration with us because we are, as I say, fairly squishy for a big portion of the game. Now I can't do anything there, can't really do much in through here. I might as well just take this, I guess. It's going to cost me 5 ore. I'll do that. I'll just take that one. Exit the city and intern. So at least we'll be able to then sit in here and get better protection with that being inside the city. I hope this all makes sense. I always wonder whether I'm just, rabbiting on a bit too much about stuff, but I really am excited about this game. It's a very, very special game. Now, this is going to be interesting to see what the Vespids do. Now, they've gone off. They're still attacking. This is good. We're going to be able to finish that one off. And really all we need to do is just bring one of these through. That one doesn't quite make it. That one doesn't quite make it. This one does. So this is a walker, and so we can just go straight through the Imperial Ruins. There we go, we've almost got it. This one here I'm going to move up. Now that one can hit from there and kill that one off. Oh, I didn't move that one up again. I should have done that just to get just to share the experience. I want this one up just to start hitting this. And then this one goes back for healing. And this one heals as well. I've got queued orders. Now I think that's this one here. Yeah, this is the queued orders. So we'll wear this one down very, very quickly. And we'll end our turn there. So we haven't triggered this one at all. It really, it knows who we are. It doesn't really know much about our territory. We haven't seen them sort of wandering around. They're probably dealing with another faction over here that would have been expansive. Where's the bottom of the map? There's the bottom. So they're in here somewhere. We don't know exactly where, but we will, when we've got enough forces, we will come after them. But we need to really build up a lot before we do that. Now we're going to get Mavora forming very, very soon. And that will be good. Actually, we can now sort of go through different units. Let's go back into here. So next turn we get that. Now I can build on top of one of these other locations. Now we're getting +4, +16. I don't have anything that can really do anything else there. I could go with a Manufactorum for 50. So I could just afford one of those. That's a bit risky to spend everything on another Castellan robot at this stage. So I think I'll keep that one gone. So we've got 3 before this one comes. Yeah, that's the sub-cloister. I can sort of double up on what we're building in here. Actually, we've got this one now. I should actually go back and and rebuild what we're doing in here. Let's just go and finish this thing off, or do a bit more damage there. And then back into here as well. So we want to build, in this case, what we want to do is we want to go and get a food farm. It's just so we can start to really get on top of the food. So it's going to take up another group. We still don't have anywhere near enough energy, so we'll need to get more energy fairly soon. So that will be our specialist food area. Order units. This one here we want to heal up. That one there we want to just keep on now attacking here, because we've sort of pretty much now wiped out any threat that was nearby. Now there's still going to be that's where they're coming from, those devils. Look, I might as well move this one up into the bushes. There we are. There's the Vespids. They'll do an attack. They do actually have a little bit of armor penetration, but not going to really do much against these guys. Now the Castellan is really the unit that we want to be moving forward with most of what we do. So we'll end our turn there. Probably need to get another one or two of those, I think, just before we can really feel comfortable about going up against the Space Marines. And once I get the Tech Priest Engine Seers, we're going to be able to heal these units up as we go. So we'll be much faster with our development. They've wandered off. Okay, that one's fine. The beauty of this one is just how strong it actually is. So we'll bring this one in, and there's another shard of wall back and through there. Let's move this one around. Got to be careful that I don't get too greedy with moving these guys out and about. I think I'll just move it up next to this unit. That way we can do a bit of scouting. See who's around. That's seen us. Won't do much damage. 1.5. I don't want to move too far away from my cities at this early stage. There we go, we get rid of that one. And then we can make use of this. Order cities. Okay, this one here. Energy is going to be important to me. Ore is going to be important to me. And I do actually now have the ability to go and get this 40%er down through this side. So let's actually, before we do that, what we do need is this one here at 50. So I'm better off waiting one more turn just to get my population. 6 are required. We've got full population at this point in time. Look, it's going to be 2 turns to get that one. Yeah, let's just do it, I think. Let's just get that one started at least. Choose research back in through here. So we have the infiltrators we could go for more infantry. That would be useful. We've got the Fulgurite Electro Priests. There's a melee infantry unit that increases damage reduction by killing units. Again, that would be a good one for us to have a look at. Just looking back at some of these other ones now as well. Going for the Marshal at some stage would be good. I think we might actually go and queue him up. Just come back and get a few of these. So we'll end the turn. At least we got the second city up as fast as we could, really. That is useful. I don't want to go for any more cities at this early stage because the loyalty would just be too damaging for me. Sorry guys, I just had a work phone call and there was stuff that went on underneath this screen, and I had to move away because of the noise, because it was a work phone call. And anyway, I've missed what's going on. We're going to have to try to figure out what's going on. There's been a few attacks. Promethean Levinus has been discovered. So we're going into here still. Now this is actually still okay. We've got everyone still alive, I think. Yep, that's okay. I just heard a lot of fighting, a lot of shooting. These guys obviously came back up. Yeah, we've got shots coming in through here. The Castellan robot is still actually active. So the Neophyte hybrids attacked the Iron Strider, this one in through here. And that one did as well. So they're actually attacking from range there. All right, so we're going to leave that one alone. These have now both actually moved. That one's still healing up. This one's almost healed up. So let's move across to here. We'll move this one out for now. And yeah, it's not going to matter whichever way we go here, I don't think. So we want to do our first attack with the Castellan robot. And what that does is he's got this the flamer. I think it's this one here, the twin-linked heavy phosphor blaster. The phosphor blinds the units, and so this guy has now been blinded, so illuminated. So reduces the range damage reduction of the target unit. So it's basically got a negative 33% range damage reduction, which means that any ranged attack against him is going to do even more damage. So we'll fire away at that. This one here does not do, like it would be good if we could actually go in with that one, but it's not going to quite work. I can almost kill that thing off with this. Not going to do much damage there, but I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage against this unit. So I'll move that one up and get that one going. And I'm thinking I just go for the kill here. I've got 3.1 or 2.0. Again, you can see the difference there with that illumination. Makes a massive difference. We don't get the kill, but we get close. So we've sort of got to shuffle around now that there's all these different things sort of down in through this area. Need to just protect that. This guy is still... Actually, he's okay. He's at almost full health. Yeah, I'll keep him where he is. We'll choose the research now. So we have enhanced data. So this increases the morale. This one here increases the armor but decreases the movement of Doctrina Imperatives units. I might grab that as well fairly soon, but let's have a look and see what else we have coming up. The Dominus, I do want to get that actually. I'll grow that way. 4 turns for that. That's the best hero unit that we actually have available to us. This one is still... Yeah, do I want to take that one over? I think I'll just keep it back there for one more turn. So we'll just leave that one just to just end our turn here. Well, we're nearly out of time for this episode, guys. So we'll sort of start to wind things up. We'll probably just do one more turn. Interesting to see what actually does happen. I bet you there's another phone call just before this attack goes in. So we've still got some units back this way. Dreaming of a red planet. Yeah, that one's moved out. That one's going to move out as well. Still trying to come back in, doing some damage back in through here. They're trying to go after our damaged units. That's interesting. The robot again can really only sort of take it into here or here. Let's just go and take this location to start with. Move this one up. Kill that one off. We can move this one out. Now we're exposing other territory, so we have to be a little bit careful of that. But again, no one's claimed any of this, which is interesting to see. Now, that's the only one that gets any effect from that one, but that's okay. At this stage, I'm more interested in trying to wipe them out than doing anything else. Now this will be spawning another Catachan Devil fairly soon. Let's just keep on going this way. Okay, now we've got the Tech Priest Manipulus. This is for one of the hero units, the first of the hero units that's got special abilities. It's got like this Master of Machines, which does actually heal the hit points. We've got to level up in through here as well. And so we have different things. This is a Tech Adept. So cooldown of 1, range 1 tile, does plus 12 hit points of restoration. So definitely go that way. And we've still got another one of these. We've got the Galvanic Field, so increases the armor penetration of target allied Adeptus Mechanicus unit, so plus 2 armor penetration per area, or electroshocked. Stuns target enemy infantry or monstrous creature. Let's go that way. So that's all we can do with this particular unit. So we'll move this one up now as a support unit. These will be very, very important to us. and we'll start to get more of these. So there he is. There's the basically God, I love these. I love the look of them. God, I love the look of them. They look so damn good with all of his different bionic arms and things. Now, what does he have? He has a Magna Rail Lance, range 2, damage 4.6, armor penetration 6. That's pretty cool. It's heavy, so it reduces accuracy after moving. This is a Mechadendrites. So Manipulous Mechadendrites. Damage 1.7. It's a melee unit, 2 attacks, no armor penetration. And then finally we have the Omniscient Staff. Damage 5.2, 1 attack, armor penetration of 2, range 1. And traits is melee, so it can't actually overwatch with that particular one there. All right, that's looking good. That is looking very, very good. So that one's still moving. Let's just order the cities. So this city in through here, we can now start to go and build more territories or more aspects. Let's go and build a... now, we needed to go and get one of these Hab Fanes. I've made 6 at the moment. What I might do is I'll catch up in a minute. I'm going to go and get some more ore and just use up the last of the population that we actually have. We're going to go to the 40%. So we'll build that one into there. Order cities. Okay, that one is... yeah, I can go and build another one of these if I wanted to. I wouldn't mind just to have one with the enemy, but with the army. Let's just go and build another one of those. We'll end our turn there. Oh, and that was going to be supposed to be the end of the turn. Anyway, we're sort of now at least we're getting support units now. We're starting to get the field work of an effective little army here that we'll be able to take after the Space Marines once we probably get another Castellan robot once we get on top of the ore, and also the ore and the energy. Need both of those sort of done a little bit better than what we have. Now that is building back up again. Got a few different units now. They're wandering off. They'll be back if we don't go after them. Oh, there's a Catachan Devil that's now moved into here. Alright, we can deal with that. Little pink horrors back over there. Now, I'm not quite getting the attacks in through here. Now, I do want to go up this way and kill off whatever's up that way. I do get a shot from there. Let's just do that. Kill that one off. Now they're all going to get the experience from that one. If I go to here, then that will... Oh my god, okay. What I wanted to do is just... There's a lot of different units coming back in through here. This one will be able to soak up a lot of this damage. Just get rid of that one, because they will wander back. These animals won't be such a problem, so I can sort of just leave them alone. We'll then move away in the next round. This one here, we just want to get rid of this guy. These will all get experience from that one. And yeah, we might as well go after this, I guess. Kill this one off as well. Oh, I keep on forgetting I'm supposed to be finishing off. Let's leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.